What's going on, guys? Welcome to the latest episode of the GIC Get Involved Comedy Podcast. My name is Adam D. Parsons.
I'm Mike Keegan.
And we have our guest in our studio here at the Revolution Stage.
I'm Les Degen.
Hey, we got Keegan and Keegan.
How are you? Degen and Keegan and Parsons.
Listen, when I book shows here, I try to keep you guys' names separate on the list, not doing a Keegan and a Degen thing or like two mics. Luckily, Les Bears have come down, so no two less problems yet.
Right.
Maybe down the road have that problem. That's a good problem to have, I guess.
Keegan and Degen.
Yes.
Keegan
And then we just...
The names don't even fit. Keegan's Italian, Degen is Jewish. What are you, by the way?
I'm like English and Italian, so it's like a mix of everything then.
All right, that's cool.
That's me.
That's good.
So here at Revolution Comedy Night number 19 here. It's going to be a pretty good show here tonight, so welcome, guys. Thanks for coming down. And of course, I want to introduce Les as actually my dad's favorite Long Island comedian.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is great, because I'm a Long Island comedian also. I take a backseat to Les.
You're what, number two, number three in your dad's
I might be like 4 or 5 at this point.
I'm your father's favorite comedian?
You are.
I would think maybe I'd be his second.
No, not me.
favorite.
No. My father loved you too. He saw you when I brought him down to the
library, right? The library, right?
Show, yeah.
That's right.
There you go. So you have fans.
Well, it's nice that I have fans.
That's
right.
You're well liked.
Excellent, terrific.
Wonderful.
It's nice that the old people like me.
There we go. Better than nobody. That's what I got. So
I can make the young people laugh. Then
we will. Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll work it out. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's talk about some current events we discussed before the show started. Passing of Joan Rivers, second comedian we've had in 2 or 3 weeks that we've lost.
This one was tough. That one was really tough. I'm sure Les said he was very passionate.
Oh yeah, I mean I go back to the old Ed Sullivan days, and and she was one of the greats.
Yeah,
she was terrific. I have like wonderful memories of watching her and watching with my parents.
Right.
Exactly. And she was my parents' favorite comedian.
yeah, right.
So,
exactly.
What was it? It was David Brenner, Robin Williams, and
we lost a lot
so they're up there having a ball.
Lost a lot of this shit. My favorite was John Panette. We lost him.
Oh, how do I forget?
Another one.
He was my favorite. And but David Brenner was tough because he was one of the first comics I started watching.
Right.
My father he got me into watching stand-up comedy when I was very young. And my father was really into it. So David Brenner was one of the first guys. I got to see finally Bobby Collins. I saw him last week at Patchogue Theater.
Oh,
he was the first comic that my father. I was like 8 years old. My father was like, "You got to watch this guy. He's great." So it's really cool seeing him. I met him. It was really cool.
Bobby, can I throw in a little story?
Of course,
I dabbled with comedy a little bit in the 70s, just very, very briefly. And actually, Bobby Collins, I met him when he was hosting open mics in the city.
Oh, really?
And you had to try to go, Bobby, can I go on next? Can I go on next? Can I go on next? So he's
really cool.
he's one of the best.
That's
I've
really
seen him
cool.
several times.
Yeah, I think he's great.
He's
in
amazing.
November. He's cool. I might actually be opening for him in October, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
All right,
so
that's good stuff.
that'd be really cool.
Maybe we'll talk
Back to Joan Rivers.
Back to dead people.
Back to dead people. We've been talking about live people too much. Back to Joan Rivers though. Like, I remember when I was very young, and even until my grandmother passed away, we were very close. My grandmother loved Joan Rivers, and that's where I really got into it. When I was over at my grandmother's house, she was always watching Joan Rivers stuff and showing me stuff. So I really got into Joan Rivers, and just the way she was, she didn't hold any punches. And she was phenomenal. She was the best.
And of course, leading the way as a woman.
Yeah, definitely leading the way as a woman, but even just as a comic. I look at her also just as a comic who just didn't give a shit. She really.
Yeah, she was making comments recently about the whole the Ariel Castro thing about the house, how they got 10 years of free rent. Those girls.
Yeah,
that was Joan Rivers saying that. There wasn't the edgy comedians
of
now. That's Joan Rivers in her 80s.
I think it was a month before she died. Said one of the funniest things I've ever heard on Howard Stern. She said, "Oh, my vagina is so dry. I go in the bathtub. It's just like whoosh. It sucks in all the water. If Whitney Houston had my vagina, she'd still be alive." One of the funniest things I've ever heard. And she was 81 years old saying something brilliant and topical like that. It was phenomenal.
Definitely missed, unfortunately. So.
What a way to go! She shouldn't have died.
Yeah, exactly.
With somebody's mistake.
Somebody's mistake. She was still very sprightly.
And a lot of comics I know have worked with her and know her and just had wonderful things to say. So.
Yeah.
It's a loss that really, it's tough to take, so, I always said when we lose Mel Brooks, I'm going to lose it myself. He's not even a stand-up comedian. He's been like my comedy genesis growing up as a kid.
Yeah, we said like Steve Martin.
And
he's no spring. He's what? He's 2,000 years old. Isn't
I think Mel Brooks. Yeah, he's
doing good.
2000. Yeah.
Oh, he's a classic.
And
absolutely. And you had mentioned Bill Murray too. That's another one.
Bill Murray will be a tough one. That'll be tough.
That's a very morbid start to the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Usually start with something.
I would like to think that someday when we go, people will be mourning us.
I would like.
Oh no, not Adam Parsons. Oh shit!
I remember when
I wish it was sooner.
Hosting Revolution.
He was just there last week doing the same shit.
Oh,
He's doing that goddamn princess joke.
He's gone and Degen's 106, still alive. Shouldn't be. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Someone give Degen an endoscopy.
Speaking of death, Hank is dead.
Hank is
dead. Hank is evil.
Hank is
all right. Not the greatest segue in the world.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hank is evil.
Yes, we are very excited.
Talk about that for a
movie. The Hank is Evil. First was a web series directed by Joe Pontillo called Life and Times of Hank Evildoer. Evildoer. That's the joke.
Yep, it's really cool. It's like an old-timey kind of villain.
Yeah, the handlebar mustache, the cape, the top hat, and
we got Mayor McDigley sitting right next to us.
Mayor McDigley, right. I actually had little bit parts in several of the series where I just have a little, like I do a eulogy, or I talk to people on the steps of City Hall, which, by the way, City Hall died. Our City Hall was the old St. John School or whatever in Garden City.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, they tore that down, so even that's dead.
Fantastic.
But anyway, so he decided to do a whole, just full-out, full-length movie, and said, I think I'd like the mayor to go up against Hank.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you, Joe and Adam, for the gift of Mayor McDigley.
It's so cool. Like, I have a little
You're in the movie.
tiny part in it. I play Slim Joe Bob,
but an important
there you
part.
go. The Vile Texan.
The Vile
Texan. It was
Texan.
just so much fun shooting it. I had fun, on like a Saturday morning. We went to like, where was it? Like some bakery warehouse.
Right.
And we had a lot of fun shooting it, but now we're having the premiere at the Belmore Theater. Is it October 5th?
Sunday, October 5th, the Belmore Theater. $5 at the door. I haven't seen the movie yet.
I haven't seen the movie either. We saw a little tiny clip of the trailer.
I'm going to come down for that one. I'm excited to watch it.
It's going to be so cool.
It's going to be terrific. We're hoping to fill up the theater.
Yeah.
Get a lot of people in there.
They really made it funny and entertaining, and I can't wait. It's going to look good. The trailer looks awesome.
Oh, the trailer
was fun. When we were premiering the trailer, Joe's father owns a coffee shop in Valley Stream, so he always has a comedy show there. So for this month, they had us do stand-up there. All the guys.
Oh, that was a great show.
That was a great night. That was a great show. They had all the guys that were in the movie do a stand-up set, and then they premiered the trailer for it. It was really, really cool.
Very nice. Yeah. That's definitely good stuff. And maybe start doing the Get Involved Comedy Presents Movies soon.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
We should start
hey, Tyler.
getting
How
away
are
that.
you?
Hey, how are you?
Tyler DeLuca's here.
Hey, how you doing, sir? We're on a podcast.
Yeah, welcome.
So, all right.
All right. Special guest Tyler DeLuca. Hi.
What's going on? All right. You're sitting on my knee. That's all right.
Awesome.
No, I'm not going to do that. All right. So I'm excited excited to come out for the movie. That's some big things happening.
Right, get involved the movie.
Get involved in the movie.
Get involved in the movie. Who would be the?
I'm gonna play Keegan in the movie.
You're gonna play Keegan. Are you gonna direct?
I'm gonna direct it, and I'll also be playing.
How are you behind the camera?
I'm pretty good.
You get behind the camera.
Yeah. I can. I have an eye for.
You just see the porn you shot.
I have an eye for detail and. Pretty good.
There's your drunk pornos and then your straight pornos.
Exactly.
Okay.
This will be more like a drunk
porno. Right,
okay. I'll get very specific.
All right. See, I listen to your act.
Exactly.
I pay attention.
Somebody does. Thank God.
Somebody. We all can recite it at this point.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, some cool stuff. Adam has a new venture we got going on.
Yeah, we're the Vibe Lounge in
Mazel tov, as I would say.
Thank you. Another venue and under the belts. So we're starting big shows there. We've touched a lot of comedians. Over the past couple weeks, Kyle Room's going to be there. We're going to have Rain Pryor come down to a show in the future. Likes of Long Island headliners, New York City headliners, featured comedians, local comics. everything that you want to see is going to be starting in
Getting
November.
involved is really taking off, isn't it?
Trying to
I mean, just think it went from you just making out on a park bench,
Exactly.
and now
Yeah.
taking over the world.
Taking over the world.
Really?
We still make out on park benches.
I think it's.
That'll never change.
I think it's great.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm a lieutenant, I said, right? I think
Yeah,
I
he's the lieutenant.
got a designation for doing everything, more or less, so.
How is you? I haven't seen you.
He's doing well. He's working now. He has a job. He
Wow.
works at City Field.
Does he? What does he do at City Field? I'm going to be there tomorrow night, by the way.
Oh, really? When they hit home runs, he makes sure that apple goes up and down.
Oh, that's. So in other words, he'll be out of work soon.
Yeah, exactly. He works one day a month. But no, yeah, he's an engineer, so he works, behind the scenes, all the.
He drives a train around City Field?
He drives.
I have not seen
He puts
that.
on a little conductor's hat and.
It's a home run choo-choo he's driving.
All right.
Yeah, but
Nice.
he's behind the scenes. He works like the overnight shift and
Good for him.
make sure all the pipes are working and he
all right.
likes it there. He's doing all right.
Excellent.
Yeah. But I'll tell him.
Do they wear like a
Tell
Met
him you're asking
uniform?
about him.
He should wear a Met uniform.
He
over
says
there.
he runs into Mr. Met every now and then. Yeah.
I think everybody does in that place.
Yeah.
Or-
Still hasn't seen him without his hat on.
Wow, talk about old. Mr. Met's been around a long
Yeah,
time.
right. Yeah.
Mr. Met was around when I was a kid.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm old.
Maybe Cowbell Man's still there too.
Cowbell
Man?
Yeah,
Remember the games? The guy walking with the cowbell, banging it inopportune times?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that clown.
I remember Freddie.
I miss
Fair.
Shea Stadium.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
I miss Shea
I was at
Stadium.
the last game at Shea Stadium.
Were you
I was
really?
there. I was at the last game.
Are these the seats?
No, I didn't take it with me.
Did you take that with you? No.
No. I do have my ticket stub. I got some of the confetti they shot up when the thing ended. And it was terrible, though, for the fact that it started raining before the game started. So
Oh, boy.
they wanted to do the whole Shea send-off before the game started. They ended up doing after the game, after they lost, they got knocked out of the playoffs. So and it took them a half an hour to get everything set up on the field. So everybody's just pissed, angry, and wet as it is. Then they start the whole thing up, and it was pretty good. But the fact that, again, they got knocked out of the playoffs that last game of the season just kind of ruined.
Oh, that's
thing.
right. That's
Yep, we went all the way to the last game.
Yeah.
right.
It was nice though watching, Tom Stewart throw the final pitch out to Mike
Yeah,
Yates and then walking out the center field. It was a nice thing to watch. People got teary-eyed. I got teary-eyed. I was going there since I was a little kid. But now I'm at City Field now, and it still sucks.
I'm getting teary-eyed right now.
Oh man.
I used to practically live at Shea. I grew up in Sunnyside, Queens,
There you go.
and I lived right down the block from the 7 train on 46th Street.
I see.
So for $1.30 for the $1 back and forth to the train, and then $1.30 was general admission.
Wow.
Back then, you could sit right behind home plate in what's now the upper boxes for I think it's $450.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
$1.30,
Yeah, oh my god.
and it was
That's
great. So we used to
disgusting.
go
It's
there
like
all
that. If you think of it, like that's not really that long ago, and it's just how much the ticket prices have increased.
It's absolutely absurd.
Yeah, I mean, I get tickets like through my job now. I don't even buy tickets anymore. I wait till win them at work, which I usually get a couple of
Oh,
per
alright.
year. So, but yeah, ticket prices are crazy. Like I want to take my kids to the final game of the season just because I'll have them. But I want to pay the tickets because even though it'll be the last game of the season, they're still costing more than it should.
Great pictures of you and your kids at City
Oh,
Field.
thank you. They have a good time there.
Excellent.
I took my kids to Yankee Stadium also last year. Won tickets to that, so
Yeah.
free tickets, and that's the worst stadium to get to.
Wish I was your kid.
No. You're already my best man for my wedding. That's more than enough.
That's right.
Are you going to be? Oh, wow!
I'm his best man.
Wow, that's good. When is the wedding, by the
Oh,
way?
May 25th next year.
May 25th.
Yeah, May wedding.
Excellent.
We're generic.
Do you have the best man speech yet?
I'm working on it.
All right.
I'm working on it,
You
yeah.
want to?
It's gonna be just whatever said at the roast of Terry McNeely.
Exactly.
He's gonna recycle that. A few
Oh,
years later
okay.
on.
All right. Yeah, because it's really the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's
Except
really-
I'm roasting him at his wedding. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll be wearing a tie. That's the difference. His tie will be off by then.
That's
He's
great.
drunk out of his mind.
It's funny. I was just the best man at one of my friends that I went to preschool with. It's the best man at his wedding about a month ago, and his wife is she's very shy. She's very nervous that I was going to embarrass them when I made the best man speech. She's like, "You're not going to embarrass me in front of my family, are you? And say something disgusting."
How badly did you embarrass them?
Well, this is what I did. I'll tell you exactly my opening line. I said, Carrie is his fiance. Carrie is very nervous. I was going to embarrass her in front of the family. I'm not going to say anything disgusting or anything. Just, so fornication I mean, for an occasion such.
Nice. Very nice.
And then they got a lot of compliments on the speech. I got
You're gonna have to use that on May 25th.
I'm gonna have to use that. Well, they
different audience.
They know who I am, so they're not gonna say.
Okay.
They're not gonna say you're not gonna back because they know I'm gonna embarrass.
More or less. That's what I'm looking forward to at this point. Yeah, so people are filling in.
So you've been a best man before, so it shows what a good guy you are.
Thank you very much. I tried to be a nice guy. Yeah.
Excellent.
I had no best to pick for. That's why. I ran out of people. I have no brothers. I have no cousins. That's it. Yeah, flip the coin.
Murray. Flip the coin. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It should be a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of other stuff going on. Oscar Pistorius.
Oh, you boy Oscar.
You got
Sports figures have been awful the past well, forever. The past 2 weeks. What's going on?
Just a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, it's terrible.
They're all felons. All these football players are all felons now. One guy's beating his wife, the other one's beating his kid.
You know who's loving this right now? Everyone is loving this, is laughing his ass off.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's not just me. Oh man, it's terrible though.
It sucks though. These guys have everything. People want to get out of those lives that they live, and then they do. They make millions and millions of dollars. But Aaron Hernandez, he just still wanted to be a gangbanger. He never had to do it a day in his life ever again. It's just the mentality. It just sucks. It's crazy.
It's Patriot, you're fine with that.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
Yes, it shows no matter who you are, how famous you are, how much money you have, when push comes to shove, you're who you are.
Exactly. Yeah, so, that's who we all want to come
down. Yeah, and Adrian Peterson, another thing that came out just the other day. If you're a running back and you wear purple, you are already messed up in life, apparently. That's it. You're just...
Adrian Peterson, the kid's 4 years old. What the kid could possibly have done?
And it looked like they were going to handle the New England without him, and that kind of turned around real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw him on the news. He was practicing.
This week. Yep, they put him back in the round.
Like I gave my son the sharpshooter the other day, a wrestling move, and he's 5 feet, but he can take it. He doesn't tap out. When you beat the kid with a stick, he's just not gonna. I don't know.
The kid's 4 years old. You're hitting him with a weapon.
Did your parents ever hit you when you were
a little bit? My mother used to chase me with the wooden spoon and stuff. Yeah. One time she hit me with a piece of molding. But I was this is when I was maybe like 10 years old. I was a terror.
I got spanked. Yeah. I mean, you stop doing that now.
Exactly.
Nothing
crazy. Nothing crazy. My father never hit me or anything. My mother was always, because my mother was with me all night because my father worked nights. My mother's with me every night, and that's when I get out of school. Yeah. And then she's got to deal with me being a terror and running around the house, and she chased me with the wooden spoon. But never got hit. Just like a little, here and there.
Yeah, I have 3 kids. I never hit them.
Yeah.
Never hit them. I'm a yeller and scream. I climb the ladder.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just.
I hit Adam's kids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Yeah, that's all right. They deserve some time.
Yeah.
All right, so we're about to get going here.
Wow.
It's almost 8 o'clock. Time
flies.
20 minutes.
Wow, this was great. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Les.
So other than the movie career, we're going to be next on stage.
On stage next. Well, I'm going to be performing here. I'm also a singer as well. I'm performing Sunday at the Massapequa Library at 1 o'clock with my singing group, 2 Guys and a Gal.
Excellent.
And so that's a free show from 1 to 2, doing my Sinatra stuff.
Very nice.
And let's see what else. I'm going to be at Ben's Deli in Greenvale, October 11th, doing a 55-plus community on the 27th.
Very nice. Very nice.
Little assorted odds, but the biggie will be Hank is Evil, October 5th, 7:30. I feel like I'm doing wrestling. I'll be there, Madison Square Garden,
Sunday.
Be there!
Another good wrestler. Another dead. This is the death show. That's what it is.
That's right.
The dead comedian and wrestler show.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Owen Hart, where are you going to be next?
Tonight I'm at the Grand Fields Comedy Club.
Nice.
Next couple weeks are a little bit light. September 30th I'll be at the Broadway Comedy Club, 8 p.m.
Nice.
And October 12th we'll be at McGuire's doing our next Get Involved Presents at McGuire's at 10 o'clock. It's a Columbus Day.
Excellent.
So it should be a good one. We got Richie Byrne headline.
Ooh, nice.
Dr. Osh.
No work the next day. No excuse to pack the place.
Exactly. Oh, I'll be at work because you know where
That's
I work.
That's right.
Columbus Day is not.
Oh man.
And And I'm going to be on the stand on Wednesday. I'm going to have my radio
Really?
show.
You're going to be,
Stand.
you're in trouble again? Oh, the comedy club!
Yes.
The stand, oh.
I'll be there.
Oh, I
I'll be
thought
there.
you were
No.
have to rat out somebody.
No, that's what he was going to be.
You're on the stand.
And of
You're on the
course,
stand.
blogtalkradio.com, my sports show on Saturdays, 6 to 7:30 p.m. Talking NFL, talking everything we can talk about there. And of course, the Vibe show starting in November. Definitely want to check out those. Those should be epic. Hoping so.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. So thanks for tuning in. Come to the Revolution if you can, or see you guys in the next show. I got Adam D. Parsons.
I'm Michael C. Keegan.
And Leslie Joseph Deacon.
That's very good.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you very much.